Welcome back to our channel. My name is Jake with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're going to be looking at the Philips Barista Brew. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more coffee content and reviews just like this one. With a bunch of features to talk about on the Barista Brew, let's go ahead and dive right in. So this is Philips' first foray into an integrated grinder semi-automatic machine. It has a nice integrated pressure gauge, a fingerprint resistant finish, and looks great on the countertop in your kitchen, your coffee bar, or really anywhere that you want to have your coffee machine set up. There is a drip tray insert that allows you to put shot glasses or smaller cups on there, and you can remove that to allow for larger cups, travel mugs, or other larger mugs for your espresso shot. There's also an integrated hot water spout, which allows for Americanos that are automatic. They are not just brewing additional water through the coffee, they're actually adding hot water as you would if you're making an Americano at a coffee shop. So there is a rear water tank on this machine. It's really large, about 80 ounces, which means you're getting a lot of espresso and a lot of shots out of this machine before you need to refill. There's an integrated handle right in the middle, so you can lift it right out. Easy to fill up at the sink and then put back in the machine. Super simple to use. With the integrated grinder, there's the ability to select a double shot or a single shot, and you can also do manual dosing with the machine. There's also a single shot and the double shot espresso buttons, as well as the Americano button, which provides that hot water out of that hot water spout. So with a 58mm portafilter, this machine has a professional size portafilter. The one thing is that we noticed that the baskets are a little shallower than some of the E61 style machines. So you may not be able to fit all the baskets in there, but the baskets that included with the machine, the double and single pressurized and then the double and single non-pressurized, make up kind of all the options you'd really want, whether you want to have more custom drinks with the unpressurized or a simpler operation with the pressurized baskets. The machine comes with a grinding ring. This is just a ring that you attach to the portafilter before you grind. It comes with notches that allow it to sit in on the portafilter holder on the grinder. It just gives it a little bit more of a clean grinding experience. It's kind of like a dosing funnel where the grounds will fall into it, and then you'll give it a quick tap to make sure that the grounds have fallen into place and there's not too much static. Then you unscrew it and then you can tamp as normal. The Barista Brew also includes volumetric and temperature programming. You can adjust the volume of the single shot and the double shot of espresso, as well as the amount of espresso in your Americano, and separately the amount of hot water that comes in the Americano. There's also a low, medium, high, and max setting on the temperatures, so that way you can change it from, if you're using a lighter roast, you may want to go a little bit higher on the temperature range, and if you're using a darker roast, you can turn that temperature down to cut out some of that bitterness. The bean hopper has an 8.8 ounce capacity, which means you're able to fill it up for about 10 to 15 shots worth of espresso. This is also where you adjust the grind settings. There's 15 grind settings on the machine from coarse to fine, so you have plenty of options in terms of finding that right grind setting for the beans that you're using. The tamper on the machine is a calibrated tamper, so it is a spring-loaded tamper that actually sits on the outside edge of the portafilter, and then it pushes to the inside of the edge of the portafilter. It's a pretty custom design that we haven't seen a lot before, and we really like it. The milk pitcher is a 12-ounce milk pitcher that also includes integrated thermometers. That way when you're steaming, you can see if your milk is at the right temperature without having to scald your hands on the bottom. Like with all thermoblock machines, the Barista Brew steam is a little bit less powerful than some of the larger format machines. We do find that it takes a little bit longer to steam, in the 50 to 60 second range, depending on how much milk you're adding. Although it does a great job of it, you may not get that micro texture without overheating your milk a little bit. You do get 15 grind settings with this machine, but there is no micro grind adjustment, so those are the only grind settings you're going to have. When you remove the hopper, there's no smaller grind settings that you can adjust to change the entire range. So you are limited to those 15, but we find that adequate for most of our espresso needs. So we think this machine is a great option for anybody looking at a mid-range price point but wants all the features and that dedicated Americano. If you love Americanos like I do, this is a great option for you, but with the integrated steam wand and the other brewing options, you have plenty of choices from a cortado to a latte to an Americano, any drink you can think of. So now that we know a lot of the features about this machine, let's go ahead and brew a latte and give it a taste test. All right, so we're gonna taste this latte here from the Barista Brew. Yeah, the temperature's good. The milk quality is pretty good. You know, with the thermoblock machines like the Barista Brew, it's a little trickier to get that super fine micro texture of the foam just because it takes a little bit longer. You're more likely to scald your milk if you're trying to get like a super foamy texture, but it does a good job of making a nice latte, and it'd be great for a cappuccino. There's a lot of dry foam in this. The coffee's good. The temperature is really nice. Really well balanced, a little nutty. We're using crew brew here as we do often. And yeah, a really nice, well-balanced latte. This machine is similar to other semi-automatic machines for cleaning up. The portafilter, you just want to give it a rinse after each use. The steam one, definitely make sure, because it is going to be really hot after you pull the milk jug out. Give it a good wipe down every single use. The machine also comes with a cleaning tool that is used to both clean the steam wand and clean up the baskets, especially of the non-pressurized portafilter baskets. It has a tiny little needle that you can use to poke out any coffee grounds that you're not able to rinse out on your own. It also includes a nice cleaning brush just to make sure that the coffee grounds are not in the cracks and nooks and crannies of the machine. Overall, this machine's pretty easy to clean. It will even prompt you when to descale the machine. You'll want to use the Philips descaling solution. Make sure you follow the instructions on both the solution and the user manual to make sure that you're descaling correctly, and then you'll be good to go. I know that was a lot of information about the Philips Barista Brew, so if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with coffee content. Down below, you'll see a link to sign up for our newsletter. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.